You're going to die with your music still inside you. Not because you didn't have talent, not because you didn't have time, but because you were too afraid to play it. Right now, there's something burning in your chest, a dream, an idea, a version of yourself you know you could become. And every single day you wake up and choose safety over it. You choose comfort over it. You choose what everyone expects over what you want. And you know what that's called? That's called slow death. Let me tell you something nobody wants to hear. That job you hate, you're choosing it. That relationship that drains you, you're choosing it. That city you complain about, that body you're ashamed of, that life you're stuck in, you're choosing all of it. Every single morning you open your eyes and vote for your current reality. But I have bills. Yeah, so did every person who ever changed their life. But I have responsibilities. So did they. But what if I fail? You already are failing. You're failing the person you could have been. See how we've been sold this lie that staying where you are is the safe choice. That keeping your head down, playing it small, not rocking the boat, that's wisdom. That's maturity. No, that's fear dressed up in a suit and tie. And here's what fear does. Fear whispers the same thing every single day. Tomorrow, you can start tomorrow, next year, when the timing's right, when you have more money, when you're more ready. You know what fear really means? Never. They did a study on people in their final days. Nurses asked dying patients about their biggest regrets. You know what they said? Not the risks they took, not the failures, not the times they fell flat on their faces and the world laughed. They regretted the chances they didn't take, the words they didn't say, the dreams they buried, the person they never allowed themselves to become. Think about that. Right now, you're creating tomorrow's regrets. That business you keep thinking about, future you is begging you to start it. That conversation you need to have, future you is screaming for you to speak up. That move you need to make, future you is on their knees wishing you had the courage today. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. Risk is scary, but regret is worse. Risk might hurt for a moment. Regret will haunt you for a lifetime. Risk gives you a story either way. Regret gives you nothing but what if. And what if is a prison. What if will eat you alive at 2 a.m. when you can't sleep. What if will follow you to your grave. But what if I lose everything? Let me ask you something. What have you actually got right now that's worth protecting? A life you're not excited about? A job that makes you check the clock every hour? A version of yourself that you know isn't real? You think you're protecting something valuable. You're protecting a cage. And the saddest part? You're the one holding the key. See, most people don't fear failure. They fear success. Because success means you can't hide anymore. Success means you have to own who you really are. Success means no more excuses. It's easier to stay small and blame circumstances than to rise up and take responsibility for your one wild and precious life. But let me tell you what happens when you take the risk. Maybe you fail. Probably you will the first time, and the second, and maybe the 10th. But you know what else happens? You become someone who tries. You become someone who acts. You become someone who refuses to live on their knees. And that person is dangerous. That person changes everything. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. You will never feel ready. Ready is a myth sold to you to keep you paralyzed. The only difference between you and the person living your dream life? They decided that the pain of staying the same was greater than the pain of change. That's it. That's the secret. They got tired of their own excuses. You want to know what bravery really is? Bravery isn't the absence of fear. Bravery is being absolutely terrified and doing it anyway. Bravery is shaking and showing up. Bravery is crying and still fighting. Because here's what I know. You can handle failure. You failed before and you're still here. You can handle rejection. You can handle falling down. But you cannot handle dying with your dream still inside you. You cannot handle looking back at a life half-lived. You cannot handle the ghost of who you could have been haunting every mirror you pass. So here's what you're going to do. Today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. You're going to take one step toward the thing that terrifies you. One conversation, one application, one post, one phone call, one decision. Just one. Because momentum doesn't care about perfection. Momentum cares about movement. And when fear shows up, and it will show up, it always does, you're going to look it in the eye and say, I see you, I feel you, and I'm doing this anyway. You're going to bet on yourself for once. You're going to choose possibility over comfort. You're going to trade the safety of standing still for the glory of finding out what you're really made of. Will it be hard? Absolutely. Will you doubt yourself every single day? Will people think you're crazy? Probably. But you know what's harder? Waking up at 50, 60, 70, and realizing you spent your entire life as an extra in someone else's story instead of the hero of your own. Your life is happening right now, not someday, not when you're ready, right now. The clock is ticking, and it doesn't care about your fears, your doubts, or your excuses. So what's it going to be? Are you going to die wondering? Or are you going to die knowing you gave everything you had to the one life you were given? Risk or regret? The choice has always been yours. Choose risk every single time. Because on the other side of that fear, that's where you've been waiting for yourself all along. Now go, and don't you dare look back.